versus Terran mode, what you should be thinking about is I need to build up my army and take control of this map so that I can lock down, I can make sure he doesn't have control, especially on this map, which I've been trying to think. It's not Shakura's Plateau. What is this map called? Jungle Basin. No, it's not Jungle Basin, is it? I don't think it's Jungle Basin. Yeah, it is Jungle Basin. Yeah, this map is Jungle Basin. Sorry. Especially on this map. Terran have such amazing siege tanks. With these brush lines, you can just destroy map control with siege tanks. Now, this push out, I mean, you're getting a little Thor crazy. You have no Marines coming out. I mean, you don't have many Marines coming out. You have 2 reactors, but you're not producing out of them. Fucking produce out of your barracks. You've got barracks. Make shit out of them. God. You need to start scouting these expos, especially this late in the game. You're 19 minutes and you haven't scouted any of these expos recently that I've seen. And you're about to push with a fairly small force for 19 minutes. I mean, 19 minutes, you should be at a couple, I mean, 1,500 food, or 1,500, God, no, man. I should not cast when I'm drinking. 150 food army. I mean, you really should be thinking. Now, you did get your 3rd up. You finally moved this command center up, but you're still at 1,800 minerals. Start looking at your 4th. Start looking at your 5th. Stop getting supply blocked. You have 2,000 minerals. Just throw down 1 billion or supply depots. Come on. All right, let's look at this army. Now we can see he has tons of shit. You know, he actually has units as opposed to your Thors. He's going Roach Hydra, which Hydra is actually going to be really good against Thors. But unfortunately, you're still going Thors. And yeah, I mean, this is just a classic example of you know exactly what is going, but you got tunnel vision. You think, alright, I'm going Banshees, Marines, and Thors, and that's all I'm going. When really what you should have been going is Marines, siege tanks, and maybe Banshees, occasionally for harassment. Probably Marine siege tanks and medevacs, because that would absolutely crush this composition. You saw that he was going Hydra Roach early. You should have been able to crush this if you countered it well. But he's doing some awful, awful micro, and you're going to be able to take half his army apparently, because he doesn't understand how high ground works. Fortunately for you, he has not scouted this expo yet, and you do have a planetary fortress up, so even if he does attack it, you're going to be able to handedly defend this as long as you repair it. Yes, very good. So, I mean, really, for as bad as that attack went, it could have gone a ton worse. If he had just pushed up into your main, that would have been GG. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been GG if you just produced more siege tanks and Marines and go a regular Marine tank build and defended this expo and just not do terrible things. Oh, there's production. Sorry about that. So, it looks like you're pushing out again with, what is that, a 20 food army when you know he's a Zerg player on 3 base, so he's got to have... Oh, well, I can understand attacking the gold, but I would have liked the timing push to be a little bit later. Because, I mean, if he gets 20 lings in here, this is dead. This is deadsies. 20 lings, deadsies. And you're still slow on your production. This has been mined out. You should have put this back up because you still have tons and tons and tons of minerals here. Like the instant this died, you should have put down another expansion, a 4th expansion, a 5th expansion, because you have 3,000 minerals. God, in the words of Day 9, you have a trust fund and you need to get rid of it. You still haven't scouted this expansion in a while, and I'm fairly certain that the Zerg player has gotten it, because this is usually the second natural that a Zerg player will get. But what is this random Hydralist doing out here? Now still, what you should be doing is not going for Thors, because Thors are not really great against... Oh god, they're not good against Hydralisks. Hydralisks just chew the hell out of Thors. Oh, he didn't get the expansion. Well, at least he scouted it, but this paltry course again just got crushed. I mean, you're basically going the wrong composition. You know what he's getting, and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care, because roaches destroy marines, and hydras destroy Thors. So you're just like, fuck it, I don't care what he's getting. You're not responding to his build. That's your main problem right now. Most of the time it's your macro. Your macro for a bronze player is actually superb, but you're just not getting the right composition of units. And as we'll see, if these roaches weren't going around in circles, this would just get crushed. But since like 8 of his roaches were just circling around for a while, and now he's got Ultralisks, which again will just destroy your Thors. He could have just gone Roach Hydra and just crushed everything that you had. But he's not doing that. He's taking up the Ultra because you're giving him 26 minutes of playtime. Man, God, I'm raging so hard. Build something. Why are you sending these SCVs over here? All of his units are right here. What are you doing?
Upgrade complete.
What are you doing? Build another command center. Build a 4th at this gold. Build a 5th over here. You have plenty of time. You're taking his gold. Why are you taking his gold? Alright, I want to show you something that's bad.
Add-on complete.
So this gold, I want to show you this gold. This gold right here, in order for him to attack it, he has to go all the way from right here. I mean, he does have this base, so that means it's not that far from this base. But this base, in order for you to defend it, since these rocks are not taken down, you have to go all the way right. Actually, you know, I take that back. I completely ignore what I just said. This gold is more safe than this gold. You're just splitting the map right down the middle. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm not pissed about that. I'm still pissed about your fucking unit composition. And I think you finally realized it, and you're spamming queuing some siege tanks, even though you should have like 1 billion factories and 1 billion expos. And I mean, really, your aggression was good, your timing wasn't so good, but your unit composition was just not good. Now, I'm really interested in what the Zerg player is doing, because he doesn't seem to have that big of an army. I mean, he's been on 3 base. This has to be mined out. This has to be mined out. So if you could just set up a contain on this base, set, you'd be so golden. Make sure you scout these faraway expos. Put a marine there to make sure you know when he comes. But God, this composition. Now he's probably gonna get a flank on you, because we saw. Nope. These guys are just sitting here chilling. He's gonna let you kill his only mining expo. Apparently. So, it looks like you're actually gonna win this game. I probably should have actually read your replay. I've been talking shit this entire time and you win the game, but still, you could have won it so much earlier if you'd got the right unit composition, you responded properly. Ugh.
Upgrade complete.
What are these units doing here? Zerg. Closed. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You could counterattack with these. You could crush this entire force. But that's not to say Alekhine. That's not to say that your play was flawless. Not at all. There are tons of things that you could have done better. You still have a trust fund. I think you've been over 1,000 minerals for 8 billion million days. And you could have fixed that by just throwing down barracks. I mean, what unit costs only minerals? There's 3. There's Hellions, Marines, and SCVs. Period. That's it. So what do you need with your comp? Well, you don't need Hellions because he's got roaches, which means Hellions are 100% pointless. Right? Right. Oh, he's actually gonna lose this? Is he just gonna Roach Hydra Zergling you to death? Oh, see? See, Zerg players, you guys are bastards. Planetary fortresses can die if you have if you have infinite units. So it looks like he's finally pushing out with a good fort, and this should be the final blow. Finally getting siege tanks. Finally. Finally. Yes. But yeah. And you see how these siege tanks just mop up everything, even though there's nothing here. And it looks like you're getting into a base trade. Which, considering you have 2 bases and he has 1, you'll handily win. But still, you've made plenty of mistakes. So, I think that's going to be the end of the game. So, I am going to go ahead and cut it off. I've been Oober. If you like what you've seen, and if you want to get coached yourself, go on to reddit.com/r/StarCraft and submit a link saying, "Hey Oober, I want you to coach me." Or go to reddit.com/r/StarCraft feedback and post your replay up there, and I'll take a look at it. I do work, so I can't cast that much, but God, you played really well for a bronze level player, but man, is your unit comp not at all what you should have been doing. Roaches crush Marines, Hydras crush Thors. You should have gone Marine tank, and you could have put this game in your back pocket. Go watch some Husky replays. Watch a lot of Husky, HD, StarCraft. Watch his ZVTs, and just watch a bunch of ZVTs, and you'll get a much better feel for how it should play out, like what sort of units you should counter with, and all that shit. But I've been Oober. Peace out. Subscribe, rate, favorite. Peace.